The Spartans move to the offensive zone. An easy save by Dinchenko.
Getting on the board first in game one of a series is always what you want to do. You want to have that start where you have the urgency and you put your opponent on their heels. Well, step one, check mark.
Moscow's got the game's first goal here in the first, and perfect road approach, right? Silence the crowd, Cheryl.
Well, yeah, and you got to start with some energy, and you got to get your lines into the game right away, and that's exactly what they did. They're like a wave of momentum, and they capitalized on their opportunity.
Takes a shot, scores! Oh, wow, what a finish from in close!
Well, it's point blank, James, and he is known for this shot. He works to get in tight, and when he gets an opportunity in that area, he simply doesn't miss. That's fast, James. A pair of goals in 40 seconds.
Quick response, back-to-back here, and the team is humming.
Man, talk about putting your opponent on their heels. Well, with that goal against, the coach is salty behind the bench right now. You can just see his whole demeanor is negative because he's not impressed with the way his team is playing. You know, it's been a lackluster effort. They didn't come ready to play. They weren't prepared.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Moscow's got a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Belarus is going to start with the puck after winning the draw. And that's poked away. Moscow's got a hold of it along the wall. Gives him a tap with the stick, and the referees don't like it. And the goaltender gets to the bench. They've got the extra attacker out. Moves it to Perlini. And that one's turned away. Here comes the official's decision.
When you lose position on your opponent and you're fighting for that puck, instead of coming under the stick for the takeaway, and you go over and you hack, you're going to get the call. Slashing it is.
Along the half wall with the puck. Works it across to Maltsev. Both sides digging in for that puck along the wall. We got a penalty coming up here. Oh, did he ever block him in the open ice? There's the whistle, and here's the call.
Well, the coach is simply wanting an explanation as to why his team keeps getting penalized, and just a reasonable explanation, that's all it takes. It's composed, though. In a 5-on-3, you have advantages all over the ice in the offensive zone, but you still can move. You can move and isolate players. When you do this, you create movement, more opportunity. That's exactly what you have to do.
Stops him cold! And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. Hammers it on net! And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front. And a good use of the body to knock the puck loose. Moves inside! There's a great save on an excellent chance there. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down.
Deeply engaging, keeping himself in it.
Moscow's got the lead here in the first as they have been the more dominant team in the offensive area. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Delayed penalty looming. Moscow's going on the attack as they gain the zone. And another call against the home team, and these fans have, I think they've had enough.
They've had enough, and they're booing at the officials. And for the players, this is so frustrating. You try and kind of get the temperature of the way the official's going to call the game, and real tough to read when you get 3 in a row like that. When you're struggling on your power play, you got to get your shots through. Net front presence, take away the eyes of the goaltender. And when there's a rebound, you have to find a way to convert on a second or third opportunity.
And he takes the dish. Scores! A power play goal!
Well, I really like the deployment of this power play, James. And let's face it, it is a privilege to be on it, and there's internal competition. The best way to stay on it, score a goal. You know it's a hard shot when the goaltender gets a big piece of it, but it still trickles in.
Moscow's been the better team here in this first period, and as a result, they've got a big lead. The Spartans get a hold of the puck off the draw. Quick pass to Pareda. Taken by Gross. Now a quick pass to Volkov. Here's a shot! And that one's stopped. From the back of the cage with the puck. Oh, and he makes another save! Here they come on the attack. Shakes off the coverage. Picked up along the wall by Minsk. They score! 4 straight goals. They're rolling now.
And talk about confidence, hey, James? I mean, their opponent does not have an answer. They look absolutely stunned. I mean, they are like a freight train just pounding down on them. This is a really smart shot through traffic, James. The recognition of the net front presence and screen, and the goalie drops to the butterfly position, really tries to make himself as big as possible, hoping that the puck just hits him because he can't see it. Well, another goal against, and the coach, he's giving his team an earful right now. Listen, they deserve it. They haven't trusted the process. They've done nothing in terms of urgency to get themselves out of the hole, and they just keep digging themselves further and further into it.
The Spartans have come to play with some jump in their step tonight. Look at the shots on goal. They've generated an already lead comfortably nearing the end of the first. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. Fires it on net. Answers the call with a big save. And there's a big hit on the play.
Physical hit shows engagement and sparking your team, and that's trying to ignite the fire in them. They certainly haven't been lit tonight.
First period is in the books. The next 20 minutes is on deck next here on EA Sports.
Around the corner, the first 3,000 fans in the arena will pick up.
Welcome back, She's Pounder. I'm Sabalski. You do you, and here comes period number 2. Second period set to get underway. It was a disaster first. Here we go. Well, we've seen a pretty good sample size already played thus far. Cheryl, your assessment.
Belarus has to find a way to get their feet moving in this game. Everything starts with speed and puck retrieval. They have to find a way to own it and then do something with it, James. They got a real mountain to climb here. They're behind the 8 ball as they've been getting blown out of the water.
Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one.
Demchenko's had a difficult time tonight, James. He's struggled in the net and the way he's handling the puck, but how about some help in front of him? I mean, his defense, the forwards, everything.
And that's his first career playoff goal, and he'll take it.
He will, James, because the playoffs is just a different beast. It's not regular season anymore. You want to be an impact player. You want to make a difference, and he does tonight. Wow, James, that was just a blast from the high slot. Not sure where the coverage went, though. The coach is not going to be very impressed with the lack of support in the defensive zone.
Belarus has a little revitalization plan going here after that goal.
I think it's going to take a lot more for them to be revitalized as they continue to punch, but they got that goal. It's a positive in the right direction, but it's not enough. They have to use the runway they have to execute and get a way back in the game.
Moscow's dominated right from the start. Their offense clicking on all cylinders, and they lead here in the second. And they'll start with possession.
Center bears down on that bottom hand, a clean win, and you can see them all setting up, looking to attack the net against this tired group.
Some solid defensive work in their own end with the poke check. Oh, and he cocks it perfectly in the offensive end. Trying to shake loose. He's in the clear. Oh, what a save! Demchenko's going to hang on for a whistle. Nice feed from the right wing. Goldtoven's got it in the offensive zone. Big time save! Oh
Well, throw technique out the window. This time it's all about the competitive will to get to that puck.
Second intermission approaching quickly here. The Spartans gain control of the puck against the wall. Scores! And with that, I believe that's his first career playoff goal.
Well, it is, James, and it's going to feel pretty good because there's a lot of question marks around players who can't get it done in the playoffs, and he finds the back of the net. That's going to give him a big confidence boost to send him through the next game. It's always amazing to watch the bench when the leader of the group scores, James, because there's an energy, there's a fun-like atmosphere that is contagious, and you can certainly feel that he brings it to this group each and every time.
The Dynamos have finally shown a counterattack, and let's see if they can build on this now.
One goal can change the psyche in a game, and you can see them pressing as they head into the third period.
Puck is dropped and play resumes. The Dynamos take possession in the defensive end. There's the buzzer, bringing period number 2 to a close. Hey, listen, we've got lots more in store here on this broadcast, so don't even think about going anywhere. We're back with more in a moment.
Do you know someone in your community who goes the extra?
Players are set, officials are set, third period action is coming up. Well, the moment of truth for both teams here as we are underway in the third. Well, Pounder, we've played more than 40 minutes now in this one. How do you view things?
Moscow's ahead in this game, James, but for how long is the big question. I mean, the opponent just keeps storming back after a goal. This is a modern-day offensive game. No defense is being shown on this one.
The Spartans gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. Oh, and that one pumps up short as he just gets enough of that one. Belarus is across the blue line. Moves it to the middle. He scores! What a play!
Sometimes when you're an on-man rush, you can overthink it, James. You can overpass. Not here. They execute perfectly with precision passing, and you can tell there was no hesitation. They were driving, and they capitalized. Well, a much more positive response from the coach after that last goal. I mean, they didn't get the start that they wanted, but now some life behind the bench.
The Dynamos have made this a one-goal game here in the third.
Might be the final dance in the third period, but there is a lot of runway as this team is on fire right now. And we saw that with that last goal as they're within striking distance. You can feel the energy just pumping out of them right now.
Nikolaev's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. Looks to get the puck over to Passion. Fires it! Fantastic save! Demchenko's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. Dropped him in the open ice. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
It's amazing to me how he always looks like he's in the right position because he tracks and reads the play so well. And this time he gets in front of the puck that's right in the middle of the ice as the shooter's got a dangerous opportunity.
A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. They win the draw and go on the attack. Turns it aside with the glove. Takes the feed from the goaltender. Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. He stopped it! Oh, he stopped it!
Oh, he's like a rubber band, James. I thought he was out of the net, but he finds his way back in to make that save.
There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials.
Oh, late at the end of the third period, you have a one-goal lead. Now you got to kill it off. This is a critical juncture for the PK unit.
The Dynamos will play from the defensive zone. Losing compassion. A chance to ice it into the empty net. And into the wide-open cage it It's an empty net goal.
And a sigh of relief as well, as it's a real insurance marker. You put it in the empty cage and you don't ice it, that's a good thing. On the dying moments of the game, they get the empty netter, James, and that's just a result of having urgency, making sure they protect the middle of the ice, and hey, they get it down the ice and get the empty netter to boot.
Moscow's got time, and after that empty netter, quite a significant lead on their side now here, Cheryl.
Yeah, James, it's all but over, isn't it? And that's a great play to be able to get that puck 200 feet down the ice when you're under pressure with the extra attacker.
Belarus is quick on the draw. Reaches out and uses the stick. Scooped up along the wall by Zaitsev. And he's got that one. There it is, final horn sounds. We are all over here with this one. Look, a series is not won or lost with the opening game, but Cheryl, I'd much rather have that win.
Everyone would, wouldn't they? I mean, it's such a long season. You play it, but then when you get to the playoffs, you know, there's a different set of nerves. There's energy. You know, you're in a series that's do or die, and you got to figure out a way to get on top. To get that first game under your belt just settles everyone in, and you've got the leg up now on your opponent.
Real nice start. Well, hopefully you're just as excited as we are to call the next postseason game down the road, and we will see you then. From all of us here at EA Sports, thanks for joining us.